So today we're gonna be painting the engine bay, that way we can put the engine back in for the last time. Wait, stop the cameras. This episode is too long. We gotta cut some stuff. Did someone say, cut? We're like completely disassembling and painting a car. Of course it's gonna be long. Nope, can't do it. Our target demographic only has an attention span of 30 seconds. In fact, we probably already lost him with this dumb intro. I know I'm bored. What can I cut? Wait, what is our target demographic? Tiny horses. Tiny horses? Yeah, just don't call them ponies, they don't like that. Since when has our target demographic been tiny horses? It's always been tiny horses. Why do you think I've been dressed as a cowboy all these years? Tiny horses love cowboys and tiny kitties. This is gonna be a weird episode, isn't it? Nay. So today we're back on the RX-7, and I know last time I said we'd be painting the engine bay today, and we will. The thing is, before we can do that, there's more to take apart. Now you may be wondering, what is left to take apart? The front of the car is all gone, pretty much. Well, the thing is, we haven't taken apart the back yet, so why not do that? So to paint the engine bay, the engine of the car clearly needs to come out, so we're gonna do that. But before I take the engine out, I want to address this right here. So this is the differential that goes to the rear axles, to the rear wheels, and the thing is, it's the wrong differential. So this is the non-turbo RX-7, and that means we have an open diff. So whenever power goes to here, one wheel will spin, as you can see, and the other wheel will not, especially when you have 430 horsepower going to it. So to address that, I have here a turbo RX-7 differential. So this is a limited slip differential. Whenever one wheel starts to slip, the other wheel will turn, right? Or that wheel will. Anyways, it'll slip less. And so theoretically, that is from the same year car as this car, and I'm told it will bolt up into here. The thing is, we have to get this out of here. And the reason we're doing all this is because whenever the engine comes out to paint the engine bay, it's probably gonna be out for a little bit, and I wanna go ahead and order a drive shaft. So we're gonna need a drive shaft that goes from this flange to this flange, or actually there's another flange that goes on there, but approximately there. And it's gonna be a custom drive shaft, so it's probably gonna take a little while to get made. And rather than get everything all back together, get it all, well, hopefully started and ready to go, and then not have a drive shaft, I'd like to go ahead and be able to order that now, so we have it when we're ready for it. Yeah, we gotta get this guy out of here. To get him out, you have to take the axles out. To get the axles out, you have to take the wheels off, you have to take the hubs, or those hubs? Yeah, you gotta take a lot of stuff apart. So, real quick, I'm gonna clean that guy up, get a lot of this stuff out, and then hopefully this new to this car differential will bolt right in there. We can get our measurement made, and then we can get back to the front of the car, take out the engine again, everything else that's in there, and get to painting. Good news, help has arrived. This is my friend Mike, he's gonna be helping out today. And I need some help because these, the hubs, axle removal, not going as well as planned. So if you look actually on the other side, there's these screws right here, and they hold the rotors to the hubs. And apparently those were only there for the assembly line. So they held the hubs onto the rotors onto the hubs. And then they're not really needed later, but like you can see this one right here, still has a paint mark on it. So I think these rotors have never been taken off, and these screws are not coming out. I put the impact gun on them, and they'll just strip the screws right out. So I've been drilling and grinding, you can see here, to get those things out, and they do eventually come off, but it takes a bit of work. So we've got one axle out, and part of this thing is we don't know the new axles. Apparently, a lot of people have to rebuild old turbo RX-7 axles to get them to fit with the turbo differential. I kind of took a leap of faith, and Rock Auto said they had the right axles. So, well, there we go. So these axles, they were actually cheaper than buying and rebuilding old Turbo 2 axles, and they fit up to the Turbo 2 differential, which the other axles, the NA axles, they don't fit up. So I think we're on the right track. We'll find out pretty soon here, but first we have to have Mike get some screws out.
Screws.
Screw it.
So this is the one that you're saying is just gonna strip out?
Probably. Whoa!
Called it.
No way, okay. This guy shows up for 5 minutes, takes out a screw I've been trying to get out for like days.
You know, you gotta try the easy way at least once.
Oh, speaking of easy tricks, where'd that screw go?
Right.
So, all right, now you got your screw out, right? Because it just came out easy, this guy. Okay, so got a caliper off now, and when you get the rotor off, but the rotor, it's rusted on there, right? We could go and bang on it for like 20 minutes like I did in the other one. It's not coming off. And then I remembered, oh God, I'm falling. So you see this hole right here? It's a threaded hole. And if you take this screw that you took out of here, and other brake rotors have this too, it doesn't have to be the same screw that you took out of here. Well, this one is coincidentally the same thread pitch, but you take a screw or bolt that fits in there, you start to thread it in. So we thread it in. Where's our handy dandy drill thing? Oh, here you go. All right. And then when you screw in, it will press the rotor off the hub. Look at that. And you don't have to spend a half hour banging it like I did before I remembered you can do that.
I prefer the banging.
So next part we have to figure out is getting the differential out. These two bolts, that's pretty easy. That's the back. The front though, there's one, and then really hard to see, but 2, 3 bolts that there's like no access to. Oh, wow. Like I guess I don't know. Maybe you could.
Do you have a wobble?
Oh, we've got wobblies. It's messy. This is your fault.
Where's the turbo button?
All right. Whoa!
We need another extension. Oh! There it is. It was on my head. Did you see it?
I did see it.
I want that back in slow motion. Oh!
All right, watch your head.
Head is clear. And then it's wiggly.
Oh, the red pan on those pins?
Uh-huh.
Is danger.
Oh shit! There it is. Found it.
All right, where's the ratchet strap?
Let me get my head over here.
Like, what is holding this thing in here still?
Hopes and dreams.
Oh, that was something.
There you go.
You're free. Yeah, I'm thinking I don't want to put that one in there just to have to redo that all again.
No.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, it wasn't that hard. That's fine.
Conclusion is we're going to measure for a drive shaft later. This thing's staying out.
You want to paint that?
And then hang it on the wall? Or?
Yeah. We should go pink.
He said pink. I forgot to mention, he drives a pink race car.
So fast.
It's a Civic. And it occasionally runs. So after 3 more seconds of deliberation, we're going further. It's all coming out.
She's taking off her pants.
So we got disconnect brake lines.
Yeah, you're already up here.
Yeah. So sway bar. Is the sway bar the only thing holding it on right now?
That's probably good for the sway bar. I think it is.
The only thing holding it on right now. So you know, Alan came over and he helped me take the engine out and it didn't run. Now you came over and now it doesn't roll. I need to stop having people over. Good news, more help has arrived because I kind of did something. Or should I say nobody has arrived?
Nobody's here.
To help?
Yeah.
Mr. Nobody's Garage, he's here to help today with, well, do you want to see what I've done?
I do.
Well, I know how much you like wiring, so
Oh gosh.
so I made a mess.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
yeah. So I started deadheading the wires, and so that's just basically cutting them and then sealing them off so they won't like short on anything. And then I realized that's like half the wiring harness that we'd be deadheading. So I was just gonna like leave them in the engine bay, but I think it's like 30 something wires. I think that's too many opportunities for short circuits.
You have a manual for this, right? That has a wiring diagram?
Well, that's how I did this.
Okay, I just want to make sure,
found-
because this looks like something I would do without a manual, so I just want to make sure.
Yeah, no, we're it's controlled chaos if that's possible.
Wow.
I don't think it's that bad.
Okay. What does it look like inside the car?
Well, you don't want to look inside. No, it's not bad.
Okay.
I haven't really done anything in there yet. So I've freed the fuse panel and some of the other stuff down here. The problem is like some of these wires, they run all the way over to the computer. So like the big thing I didn't want to do is like take all this apart and not be able to get the dash back in there.
Yeah.
But like it's gotta, like we gotta at least slice some of this and get some of it out.
No.
Yeah.
Let's not do that unless it's absolutely necessary. Let's deal with the mess up front. I was hoping that what it looked like out there was not the same in here. Thank goodness. It's all bundled and still together-ish.
I didn't mess up all of it. Only some of it.
I'm not saying you messed it up. I'm just saying it's freed up out there. Let's not free it up in here yet.
Well, I freed it up all the way to the firewall.
Right, I saw that. And that's okay. That's a good stopping point.
And the next step is to free it up in here too.
No, not yet. I think we're gonna do it. Was this like a late night decision?
Oh, I was out in the garage drinking.
Okay. So you know for a fact that all of these wires right here are not being used?
I mean, for the most part. So we have decided that wrenching is more fun than wiring. So say goodbye to this guy. More of it's coming apart.
I knew that was gonna happen. I knew that was gonna happen.
There should not be under it.
Boom, done.
Got it.
Nice and easy.
I lower it onto your back and then you push it away. Is that how?
Well, I'll just wheel it out the back. I'll just bring it over here.
This is a good idea. Oh no! Nice. You got it?
Yep.
Wow.
First try.
Nice. Oh no, it's this guy. Yeah, let's cut that. Now it's over that.
That's free. All right, you're free over here.
He said it would come right out.
If the fuel sending unit didn't go through the freaking floor, why would they do that? It's supposed to just be on the top of the tank. You drop the tank, everything comes together.
No, it's wires. There's no harness.
It should clip in.
It clips
No
in the
way.
trunk.
No
Feel it,
way.
feel it. It's right there. I think I won this one.
Wait a second. Hold on a second.
No harness. It's just a little bitty wire.
What the?
Hang on. This one's blackberry.
How about that? We're sure. Like 100% before I crack this and ruin it.
I'm pretty sure. If I'm wrong, I have to finish it.
Fair enough.
Do you taste the notes of blackberry?
I do taste blackberry. I'll tell you what. I mean, it's not like a...
The
what was that?
Spicy one?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
All right. Now we have to get all of the RX-7 parts out of the trunk. There we go. We need a screw bit. Yeah, there's no connector. It's somewhere up here. Let's take more apart. I mean, what is left of this car that we haven't taken apart yet?
I hope that when you put all this back together, you make it easier on yourself and you put a connector like right there.
Oh, no, this has to be factory. This is a show car. In there?
It's right here.
Oh, dang. Why is it up there? That's weird.
Right? Okay. I feel like I need to start a letter writing campaign.
To Mazda in 1987?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
There.
And just like that, you can drop your fuel tank.
I was mostly right.
Where's your pickle beer? You're playing
It's over there. It's right there.
Wow. Just like you said,
Yeah.
right out. Good news, we solved the mystery and our work here is done today. So that stupid little, you saw me and Mike talking about it too. The fuel vent line ran from the front, ran to the back, ran to this weird little T thing right here. And I guess we still don't know exactly what that does. But then it ran over here into this thing, which is walled off from the car, and it plugged into nothing. It's literally just like an open thing, just a barb. And why did I just put that back on there? It's so hard to get off. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think that's gonna be my new fuel vent location. We'll just go from that line straight there. And you know what? I'm gonna need that in there, so I'm glad I just put it back in.
Such a weird design.
It's a weird car. Well, all
God,
right.
there's not much left of this thing.
So much?
No, there's not much left.
Oh, no, there's... So yeah,
Like a back seat.
It's like literally the only thing left. He was asking earlier if I envisioned taking apart this much of the car. No, I thought I'd like pull the engine, like leave half the wiring harness, and look where we are now. I mean, like
It's supposed to be running within a week.
No, that was never the plan. Yeah, so next step, keep working on the wiring harness, take off like a few little bits and bobs here and there, and then clean it up and we're painting. There's one out of about 30. All right, so I think there's enough stuff gone now that we are about ready to paint. And so the reason we took out like literally everything underneath the car is because I wasn't sure. Like I knew I was gonna paint the engine bay, but I didn't know like where do you stop, right? So you do the engine bay and then you start to do the transmission tunnel because you can kind of see that from the engine, and then like where do you cut it off? And I was like, nowhere, let's just paint the entire underside of the car. So we took everything out, and the thing is, I started going through and prepping. So we pressure washed, I went back through and I scrubbed this thing down. Now I've started, I've been grinding off studs, I've been welding up holes, and actually, y'all just reminded me, missed one. Fix hole. Okay, so we still have to weld that up. And also, if all this, like the light dusty red stuff, that's a primer that I've been spraying on the bare metal as I go along. And that kind of, it let me see what's gonna happen. So if you look right here, there's like all these little pop marks and stuff wherever the primer is picking up just like crap that's still on the bottom of the car. And actually a good portion of it isn't crap. There's an undercoating on the bottom of the car, but like over time it's been hit by rocks and stuff like that. And so there's all these marks. And the only way to get it to look good, to look like this, is to wire wheel off the undercoating. The thing is, it is super messy and it takes forever. The real way to do it is probably do media blasting or something like that, but I'm far too impatient to like schedule that and wait for somebody to come do it. So we're gonna half-ass it. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna scrub off or clean off all the undercoating up to approximately right there where the frame rail has this mark up here on this part. we're gonna go down to there with the color of the engine bay, and that's gonna be our cutoff point. And from there, all the way back, let me show you. So here is what it looks like all cleaned up, even though like some of this dirt is just permanent now. But if you spray it with black spray paint, it looks a lot better. It looks like that. And I kind of got carried away with the spray can. I went all the way back here. So we kind of like got a two-phase thing going right here. So that is unsprayed, that is sprayed, sprayed, unsprayed. And so that's what we're gonna go with. It is this VHT high temperature roll bar and chassis paint, good for up to 250 degrees. And so if our sheet metal gets to 250 degrees, that means something's wrong. So this should be good. And the reality is no one is ever gonna see under here, just y'all, for like a minute. And then we're gonna put back the subframe and the fuel tank and the transmission will go in here, and you're not gonna see any of it. So we're just gonna do this for the heck of it, all the way up to, yeah, this line right there. And from there forward, the engine bay, I'll do a good job prepping that. I mean, it's in really good shape already. I'll do a good job on the subframe and stuff. We'll paint those really nice. But first, we start with a half-ass. And there you have a paint job. Thing is, it's pretty fumey in there, so I had to evacuate, and y'all don't have one of these, so you can't go in there. So I guess we're gonna have to wait till next time to see how it turned out. So next time, see how the paint job turned out. We'll paint the engine too, and then I think the engine's going in. So until next time, I'm sorry. It's just corporate told us this episode was too long. We had to cut it off right here, right before the 10 seconds where you saw how the paint job turned out. So see you next time. Hang on, trick Mr. Nobody showed me. Oh, it worked with the engine hoist. Why does it not work with this?
What are you?
I was trying to like just pull it up. We welded up my floor holes, and I think we have small problem. Oh no, it's just smoke. Fire put itself out. We're good.
I feel like I just found a diamond. I did.
Oh yeah, there was some weird stuff in this car.
It's like a diamond earring. Look at that. You're rich.
There was a necklace around the rearview mirror, and I took that off the other day.
Oh. You guys can just come out here and, I don't know, just do stupid stuff like this.
What do you think I do out here?
The door's closed. Erin can't see you. She's just listening. What the hell's going on in there?
Bees. Y'all see that? There's so many bees in here. It's almost like this garage smells like pickle beer, and they want to come get some. Gosh, I must smell like pickle beer.